What's going on, everybody? Rob here, aka Trev2323. You see, my season's gone. I told you I have a short growing season because look where the sun line is with this roof. So you got to plant your garden according to your sun line. So some of these tomato plants are still trying to reach that sun line. It's amazing to see what their survival is, how they're trying to. But the wild, you see me eating the cucumber I just picked. Awesome. Well, these wild tomato plants I gotta get rid of. Check this out. On the other side of the garage there are the wild yellow pears. A lot of people that don't like tomatoes love yellow pears. But I didn't plant these, I just let them grow. How big they are. And they protect themselves because there still are yellow tomatoes underneath. All the yellow tomatoes, look at that, are underneath. So I gotta dig through that to get the yellow tomatoes out. But also I have to purchase what's it called, a shredder, a tiller, I want to be able to cut all these down at the end of the season, except that's blackberry plant. There's another tomato plant just starting. Look at that, just starting. It's a raspberry plant. I don't want to cut those down. It's asparagus, but these tomato plants I want to cut down. Look in the back, pineapple, mint, and rue, R-U-E. Blackberry, I don't want to cut that down. But look, there's no sun and they're reaching up, trying to get to the sunlight. I kid you not, if I had trellises high up, all the way in that sunlight, I probably would be able to continue this growing season longer. I just gave my neighbor a bunch of jalapenos. Gave my neighbor a bunch of jalapenos off this plant. That's a jalapeno plant. Look at, that's why I love these for the color. These always come in the fall. These are Tabascos, they come in the fall. So this is ready to be cleared out. But what I would love to do is have what's it called, a shredder, a mulcher, like for the trees, to put all these tomato plants in to help them with the mulch. There's some sage, there's some mint right there, sage and mint in there. The chamomile already died off for the season. Okay, I'm stacking up wood for my wife's chimenea. But check this out also. The onions are still in here. Look at, there's onions. Onions that I'm gonna have to get out of here. And then look at the tomatoes. Beautiful, but they're not gonna turn with the weather. Tomatoes, just tons of, oh, here's a good one right here. Tons of tomatoes right here in Chicago. We are in Chicago. This is my Chicago garden. Now check this out. This looks like a weed to you, right? This looks like a weed, right? What's in that weed? That's a potato. What's in that weed? Those are potatoes. These are all potatoes in the ground in Chicago. It's unreal. Those are all potatoes. So stay tuned, because I do have to pick the potatoes also. But see this right here, fellow. See, I had my trellises up. They have to be higher. If they were in the sun, I would still be growing tomato plants. They're still trying to reach high. See? They're still trying to reach high. But my season, that's where my all-day sun is right there. And that's one reason why my solar panels are on the garage. Look at those side solar panels. They say, well, why don't you have them on top? They get all-day sun right there. All-day sun right there. I have two more on the other side of the garage because in the summertime, the sun starts over here, comes over the top of this, and on an angle goes over the house. The panels on the other side get the all evening sun. There's always methods to my madness. People don't understand how I think. Sometimes I don't understand how I think. Oh, another thing, I want the shredder. I want to buy one of used ones to shred all this stuff to make compost, right? But I always say, don't buy one of these dumb things right here. You see that? That's like barely any compost in there. Right? There's worms. At least I got worms propagating in there. Look, I threw worms in there. At least they're propagating. But oh man, they're doing pretty good on the bottom. Look at this. I threw worms in here this summer. They're gonna die off in the wintertime though. I don't think they'll make it through the wintertime. This will be a solid thing. But yeah, look. Okay. So I threw my red worms in there. That is pretty awesome. threw my red worms in there and they started composting. Red wigglers are the way to go if you're a composter. Red wigglers, compost the heck. There's an extra bag right there. That's for my basement. I got a 55-gallon barrel that the worms chew through all the time, and I can't keep up with feeding these suckers. But now that I got some propagated in there, that is probably going to get rolled in my basement during the winter. Either way, sorry to talk your ear off. Subscribe, like, and share.